Thinking,
Yay!
and we are live. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be
Friday.
here. It is Friday. Oh, yeah. And I have the amazing, wonderful
Oh.
Koko and Chewy, minus the Chewy, Koko with me tonight.
Hi.
I
Thanks for
am so
having me. I'm so
excited.
excited to be here.
Yes, I've been watching your channel now for several weeks, and you're just so contagious and so happy and just
Aw.
such a bubble of life that I
I
love watching
try.
you.
I try. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm excited to sit down with you tonight, learn more about you, learn about how you are a mom of a 2-year-old while trying to do this, and all about your reselling life. So I am going to pop over to comments real quick. Let us know if you are here tonight.
Ryan,
Put up
hi.
my little banner. Okay, we've got golf close pickers. Yo, Christy,
Hi,
welcome.
Christy.
Christopher, thank you. Are you sick?
Snyder, hey.
Jerry's sister, welcome.
Hi, sister.
All right, let's let everyone in. Okay,
Aw,
so
love ya.
yes, everyone, so excited to be here. So, why don't you, Coco, take this time to tell us a little bit more about you and about your family and kind of your reselling, how you got started?
Yes. So my name is Koko, and my other half Chewy. He works his full-time job a lot, so bless his heart. He's like focused on that. But when he when he gets a chance, he always tries to help me, and he's really good at helping me cross list whenever he gets a chance. I never ask him to do it; he just does it, and that's just like a blessing. Um,
Awesome.
so yeah, I have a 2-year-old. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. She's 2
Aw.
going on 30. So she's giving me a run for my money, but I love her. And when I had her, I wasn't working. I was working at Disney, and then I got pregnant, and then we got furloughed because of what happened in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, and
What'd you do at
so
Disney? That sounds fun.
yes, I was in the opening team for Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a blast.
it was the best. I had the best time. The opening team was just incredible, and it was just like the most amazing experience ever being part of the
And
opening
you
team.
have the personality for it, Coco. Just how happy and bubbly.
Yes,
Like you
yeah.
would be the face I'd want to see walking into the happiest place on earth.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Yeah, it was the best. I really enjoyed it when things went smoothly. When
Yeah.
things didn't go smoothly, it was challenging, but it was still
A
a
lot of
great.
pressure, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. And so I 2020 happened. We all got furloughed. Nobody went to work. Got to stay home. And so when I had the baby, I talked to Chew and I said, you know what? I don't think I want to go back to work. I want to be a full-time mom. I want to stay with her, but I know we need a second income. So what can we do? We need to brainstorm.
Do the
And
drawing board.
yeah, and bless his heart, he never was one to say, you gotta go back to work. Like he was just like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. And so he was the one who found the YouTube reselling garage sale, all that. He found that. And he said, hey,
Okay.
what about this? Take a look at this. And so he sent me a video of Harry Tornado. And I was like,
OG. Yep.
okay, what is this? And then I saw another one, and another one, and another one, and another one,
Oh,
and
that's
another one.
hilarious.
Next thing I know, in a month, I saw all of his videos, probably less than a month. And I said, I think we can do this for sure. But there's only one way to find out. And so we went to Salvation Army. We went, I think it was on a Tuesday that everything was half off. So I found this. It was like randomly there. I was like, what the heck is this? I'll take it. I'll take a look at it because it was considered electronics, I guess. And it was a Google thermostat, and it was half off for $12.
Ooh, new or used?
open box.
Okay.
Open box. And I said, okay. I showed Chewy. It's like, what do you think about this? He's like, he looked at it. I was like, let's take it home and we'll find out. We took pictures. We listed it. And I don't even think it took 2 weeks, and it sold for $170.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
That's a good one to come out of the gates with. That's
Yes,
awesome.
I couldn't believe it. I was
And
like,
then you're
mind
hooked.
blown.
Once you get that, like, okay, I just took $6 and turned it into almost 200. How many days at the Disney parks would that have taken me to earn? And you didn't have to fight the crowds and all the crazy kids. And yeah,
It was
it's so
amazing.
eye-opening, that moment when we find this world. Like, before reselling, like, I thought, okay, people, sure, they probably flip some stuff, but I didn't realize that it was to the extent of a full-time income and a full-time job. Like, it just, like, you hear, like, buying the Elmo, like buying the Tickle Me
Yeah.
Elmo and flipping
Yeah.
that, or buying an
Yeah.
extra PlayStation when it was new and flipping that. But like, to have a full store was just like, wow, people do this.
I
It's so
couldn't believe
crazy.
that people actually made a living out of this, you know? So
Yes.
yeah, ever since then, I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. And I started as part-time a little bit because the
Mm-hmm.
baby, you know, she was still a baby, so I had to take care of her. And then as she grew and she got bigger and a lot easier and everything, then I was, okay, I think I can do this more. And so now I'm considered full-time, but I feel like sometimes I'm part-time because I'm focused more on her than the business sometimes.
Right.
But I love it. I can't believe that we found something that we love so much that I really enjoy.
Yeah. And once you know that you're good at it, it makes it that much better because it's fun.
Yes.
You know what you're doing
Yes.
and making money at the same time. It's
Oh,
awesome.
it's the best feeling ever.
All right. Who else do we have tonight? Rural Squirrel. We were trying to say your name earlier, and it is the hardest name to say without trying to enunciate all the R's. So I don't know how you do it. Like, if you have to say that 3 times to somebody, it would come out very funny. So
Yeah.
welcome everybody. Who else we got here tonight? And scroll. Heidi, welcome. Heidi, I have known since, oh, this is gonna date me. 3rd grade. I think, seriously, Heidi and her twin sister, we were in 3rd
Aw,
grade together.
that's so
And we grew
cool.
up pretty much all through high school. And then, I mean, then lives happen, but I'm excited to see you on here, Heidi. And she's
Wow.
also a reseller. I tried to get her on the show, so we need to get her on here because
Yes,
she
Heidi,
does
come on.
a lot of like pallets and stuff. Like, I've seen, Heidi, I've seen your shoe buy. There was one time she bought a bus. I kid you not. You'll have to tell, like, a little peek in the comments. She bought a bus, like a legit, like, charter bus to flip. And I guess her neighbors were not very happy about said charter bus parked in front of their house. Or was it even 2 buses? Like, I don't know how in the world you buy a
That's
bus, but
amazing.
that is
Heidi,
next level.
amazing. Lewis,
We need
hi.
details on that.
That's amazing.
Oh, there we go, Christy. Oop, I clicked on the wrong one. Yep, Elmo, we just flipped the extra one that we got. That's what I always thought of resellers, was just like the one-off thing, that it was never it was never a full business. And then so my YouTuber that opened my eyes was Gary Vanderchuck. And when I saw him doing it, I'm like, oh wow, because he dumbs it down. He brings it down to the level of flipping coffee mugs. Like, base level, here's how you can make $10. And I'm like, oh, okay, you can make $10 doing this? All right. How about if I sell like 3 mugs or 4 mugs? And like, then he levels it up to the point that you're taking 10 and making 100 or
I love
plus
that.
that.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's awesome. Right. Okay. Yep. Super busy. I bought 2 huge buses. Yes, they were huge. What did you ever do with them? Sorry to sidetrack, but I really want to know, like, how did you dispose of these buses, or did someone actually buy them? Like, all right, you're gonna have to come on the show so you can tell your story.
No, don't tell us. Come on the show and
Come on the
talk
show
about it.
so we can hear all about this bus. It was amazing. All right, now everyone wants to hear all about your story, Heidi. Okay, Coco, back to you. I'm so sorry. Totally got distracted.
Please. I'm having a blast.
Okay, so how is we kind of know this answer. I probably didn't have to put it. Koko and Chewy. It's a duo. We gotta have Koko with Chewy, Chewy with Koko.
Yeah.
So that's how you guys are involved. But is there anything else that
Chewy, that's for sure.
I know it's weird seeing you in that room with that blank space behind you, because normally he's just sitting there, just super chill, and it looks weird. Like the room is empty without him.
Yeah. Oh,
there he is. Star appearance. Welcome.
He has to go to sleep early, but I'm glad he popped in to say hi.
Yes, hi.
So the kids are perfect, and he's great. Now he's gonna go to sleep because I gotta work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bummer. But yeah,
so how do you see your daughter? Are you gonna train her and raise her to help you with the business?
Yes, I would love that. I would love if that actually happens. My it would be amazing. Like I already take her sometimes with me, but my mom has to go with us so that I can focus and she watches. But sometimes I visualize that she's a little bit older and she's like, hey mommy, what about this? And then she's here helping me pack or taking pictures or
how do you keep her out of your inventory? So that's the tricky age. So Lincoln is always getting into my inventory. And so he hates when I sell stuff because I had a typewriter that he was playing with. And he's like, I'm you, Mom. I'm you. And I'm doing the business. And I sold it. So he was super bummed. And luckily I got a new one. So now he has his office back till it sells. But he's always getting in my business.
I'm already set up for my Whatnot show tonight. And I haven't had that all week. So there's plush like crazy on the table. And when she goes into the room, she's like, sorry, I thought I saw something. when she sees the table, she's like, can I?
Yeah.
Can I play? And I'm just like, it's not for you. But I let her play. But yeah, getting into my inventory, that's the most challenging thing sometimes.
Yeah. And then trying to find the item. So I'll let him play with some stuff if it's like a little stuffed animal. So he took a Tigger from me from my office, and Tigger sells. I'm like, okay, where's Tigger? All right, so we're looking in the toy box. We're looking in the car. We're looking in his room, like moving my stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy kids.
Yeah.
So your Whatnot tonight, I did see that. So is that your first Whatnot? Or how many have you done?
I did a couple of Whatnot shows last year and they went really, really well. And then the last two that I did, they did not go really, really well. So I got discouraged, so I stopped. But now that I've seen all of my amazing reseller friends having a great time doing Whatnot, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give it a try one more time and then I'll see how it goes. And if it goes really well, then I'm going to keep trying. And then if it doesn't, then that's fine. I'm just going to move on. Oh my God. I just got a sale. Sorry.
What'd you sell?
I sold a Mizuno white glove, baseball glove. It's like a really rare one, and it sold for full price.
Nice. Dinner's on Koko.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She called me on that one. Wasn't really sure. I said, no, get that one because that's the rare one. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, it sold.
That's awesome. And it's the season, so this is time to list that stuff.
He was like, babe, trust me. Put it for that price. I am confident. But when he's confident, I don't question it anymore. At first, I'm like,
there you go. And then turn on offers. So I always list high.
Yeah.
And turn on offers.
Yeah.
So then you're not losing. Mm-hmm. So what is your favorite niche and one you wish you knew more about?
My favorite niche is plush. I love plush so much. But of course, I wish I knew more about it because then I'd be probably getting more bolos or at least more plush that would sell faster.
Right.
But
I had a plush addiction early on, and now I've banned myself from buying plush, but I have 2 huge black garbage bags full of listed plush. So that's going to be my first whatnot, is going through all of that. But it's hard at first. I'm like, almost like a personal attachment to them. And like, I want to give this guy a new home, and it's totally weird, and I don't do it anymore. But
I know exactly how you feel, because that's how much I love
this
plush.
can't go to a landfill. It's gotta come home.
Yes. Like there's this thrift store. It's in Orlando somewhere. Chewy knows where it's at. And I've only been there, I think, twice. And it's called City Thrift. And that place has a lot of plush. Like there's probably 4 or 5 like rows of plush. And every time I go and I see that, I'm just like, I want to get all of them. I want to take them all home. And then I got overwhelmed and I don't know which one to get. And then Chewy's like, no, it's okay. Just get whatever you think it's right, and we'll just learn from that, you know?
Yeah, so, exactly. Usually I stick with I was sticking with the Disney store. If they're branded with Disney, if they were the Build-A-Bears that were more rare. And then usually just any of the Disney ones. Those were what I gravitated towards, just because I figured they always kept their value. But
something I learned
that'll be my whatnot. And you're doing plush tonight, right? On your whatnot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And something I learned from the homeschooling picker, Kayla, is that just get the item. If it's calling you, just get the item. And if it does really well, awesome, do it again. And if it doesn't do well, you learn from it and you move on. That's it. And I love that. Ever since I heard that say that, I feel like a relief every time I bought an item, because every time I bought an item when I was starting, I was like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing like, you know, my brain starts going crazy. And then ever since I heard that, I was just like, okay, if it calls you, it calls you. Not, not.
Exactly.
Yeah. He loves glass.
I need to learn glass. They're not selling for me either. That's why they're in a trash bag, because they're not selling. I've got too many plush that I bought because they were cute, and they're going to whatnot. Sold them in your garage sale. Yep, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Luckily, I buy them cheap enough. That's the whole thing with reselling, is just to buy it cheap enough in the first place. So then if you're out 50 cents or $2 for that plush, you learned. And it was a $2 lesson. So
yeah.
You'll never get education that cheap, ever.
I'm starting to go to the bins now. And unfortunately, but fortunately, I don't know how to see it yet. It's a good thing or a bad thing. But the bins is more clothes and hard goods. So I love going to the bins, but I wish they had more of the stuff that I like getting. But having said that, I get to learn about clothes because that's all I have.
Ours, I haven't been in probably a year and a half. It's been over a year, I want to say, since I've been, because it's I think there's only one in Tucson, and it's crazy, absolutely crazy. I think it was right after, either during pandemic or right after opening after pandemic, because they were still lining everybody up outside. And then when you went in, there were certain rules that only one person on each side of the bin. And I'm like, okay, this is like, I'll just go to the store. I don't need to deal with this. So that was the last time I went. But they always had probably half the store was clothes and like 5 or 6 bins. Then the other half was your hard goods.
Yeah. Last time I went, though, I found some really good plush. So I want to go again just to see if I can get more plush, even though they don't have a lot of them. Like I wish they did. Yeah. But hey, it's $1.89 per pound. Like you can't beat that.
Exactly. And the more you go, the better odds of seeing it. So
yeah.
What is your favorite sourcing style? I know your videos, you hit up a lot of estate sales. So is that your favorite?
My favorites, well, I love estate sales because I love going to see the houses and what they have inside. I don't know. I just it's just something about it that I really enjoy that. Like I enjoy going to estate sales. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I really like it.
But you get to see gorgeous houses. I mean, being in Florida, you've got these huge pools and
so beautiful. And
I don't go to fancy neighborhoods.
And not just beautiful big mansions, but like manufactured homes as well that you never thought that they do estate sales there. And it's amazing. It was just amazing. And excuse me, but no, I know that the best sourcing for me is probably garage sales because I get more bang for my buck. And like I said, the bins that I'm starting to try to go more often just to see what hard goods they have. I do love selling hats and some accessories, and I do get them at the bins. And I think I've sold this week like 6 hats from the bins.
Oh wow!
So I was just been so thankful for that. So it makes me want to go back to the bins. But
once you find some good stuff, you're like, all right, I'm hooked. Let's keep going.
Yeah, but my favorite, you said it, estate sales for sure. I can't. You can see it in my videos.
No, it is so fun walking through their house. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's fun going through their houses and seeing the different styles. And being in Southern Arizona, it's very desert or very adobe flat roof, very southwestern, just very desert type houses. And you get to your Florida houses and they're bright and so many windows and white everything, and it's so different than the houses that we see here.
And that's what I like to do.
Cool. I like seeing all of them.
Yeah, thank you. I love when I go to the sales, I like recording almost as much as I can, because I know, first of all, a lot of people don't have that blessing or the chance or the opportunity to go to estate sales, right? So I know that by recording it and showing it, people can visualize like, oh my God, what estate sale is so cool. Oh, what a beautiful house. Or people that don't know how to dream big or have never seen past their window or past their door. They're like, oh my God, that's out there. Like, and that's just something that they can start dreaming or thinking about, you know? Motivation.
And it's fun because then people can almost shop with you and see what's on the tables and be like, oh, Koko, you missed something. I saw something
I love
there.
That. Please tell me
2 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I do not have an Amazon bins where I live. So unless they're hiding, they're not called that. So they have to be called something else. I think I heard of one in Tucson, but they had like weird hours and they didn't really advertise very well. So I'll have to get kind of inside news on them, but there might be one. Tucson would be the closest if there is. I'm sure there's some up in Phoenix, but that's about 2 hours from me. So if I do a Phoenix one, it's going to have to be a day trip. Let's see. Avalon Dreaming. Estate sales are your least favorite, always overpriced. So
yes,
trick number 1. Yes, learn your different estate companies. So where I'm at, I'm just south of Tucson. We have a very large senior community. And so a lot of them, if it's because the seniors passed, they've put in their will where they want the money to go. So whether they want it to go to the Animal League, they want it to go to their church, they want it to go to certain organizations, all those organizations have estate sale companies. So, or even if they're living and they're downsizing, they still want all their stuff to go to their church. Those are the sales that are going to price the best. So I'm always looking for those. And then you've got some that are just run by 1 or 2 people. I love those. And I'm getting to know them better. And they know I'm a reseller. And I actually made business cards in the last couple weeks. So those came in and I'm able to give a business card. This is what I do. So you're on a friendship basis with them. And the big companies, those are the ones either A, I avoid it. And then B, if they do end up down here, it's the last sale on my list. And before we went live, I was talking to Koko about a sale I went to today. They put it up on estatesales.gov or .org, one of those apps. Over 550 pictures of the pre-sale. Like, just to show you the rooms, 550 pictures. That shows how much stuff was in there, how much staff had to be involved in pricing everything. And then they always, they're a 3-day sale. So they always do, like, it's super expensive day 1. And then it's like 20% off on day 2. And then 50% off on day 3. So because of that, day 1 is just so overpriced because they know it. They're going to double the price so that by day 3, they're still getting what they want for it. So the number 1 trick is to get to know the estate sales and estate companies in your area.
Yeah. But once you get to those, sometimes those 50, like half days off or 70% off, like you'll be
They could
surprised.
be good.
Don't ever write off estate sales. You will never know what you can find. Seriously.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. And my
even if you
number
go
one
once
thing
a
too.
month, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the number one thing is they can't all know every niche. So especially when you're dealing with an estate company that's only run by 2 or 3 people, they don't know everything. So they're going to price the thing that they do know really high, but then, oh, the jewelry is 50 cents a piece, or the golf clubs is a giant bag of ping for $10. Like they can't know everything. And that's with all sales, whether it's garage sales, with estate sales, with thrift stores.
Yeah.
There's always something they don't know, and you got to find that. Okay, Christy, I always make a profit from the bins. Estate sales are fun, but take a little longer to make a profit.
I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Bins are a true treasure hunt. I need to get back to it. I wish there were more. I just needed to bring my patience pants and go for it. Happy Picker, welcome. Okay, let's see what else we got down here. There's always an underpriced treasure to find. Yes. I agree. It's like going to a consistent group of estate sale companies as well. Yep. Consistency is the key.
Yes. Yeah. And there, before we continue, I want to give you a shout out for your amazing video that you put out this week. I love it.
Shucks.
And you literally all you did was just talk about yourselves, and it was amazing. That's all you did.
Thank you.
And you did a great job. And look, it shows because of the views that
YouTube cracks me up. But it seriously cracks me up. You could do the same video 20 times and get 50 views. Yeah. I think my biggest success for a long content was 900 views. I think I got 900 views on a video, and I'm doing the happy dance. And this last one that I just posted on Tuesday, which again, consistency. Every Tuesday I post my sales video. These are the 10 to 20 things that sold. It was a good week. It was a bad week. It was whatever week. I just go through the randomness of a weekend, and that video, for again, whatever reason YouTube felt like it, it's over 11,000 views.
And one thing that stood out for me,
amazing.
It was amazing. And the one thing that stood out for me is something that you said randomly, nothing like boom, but to me it stood out. And it said, if it's worth money, I'm selling it. And I could relate so much to that I literally laughed out loud, because she was like, oh my God, that's me. Like, I love that. So
it's worth it also.
Kind of like write it on my wall, like on my little note thing, like to see it every day, because it's so true. I love that.
Yeah, I don't have one niche. If it's worth money, I'm selling it.
I love that. That's me. Like when people ask me, do you have a niche, or do you want to go down to a niche? I'm like, no. The whole thing.
I like too much stuff.
It's so much fun. The hunt to find something that you never think you'd find. I love it.
And I think if you niche down, you cut yourself short of so many other objects.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to learn. So today I actually found some more jewelry. So was it last week or the week before? I get my weeks mixed up. I had Rachel from Lily Works on. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And she is a jewelry expert. Like that is her niche, is jewelry. She used to sell other stuff, and now she's come down to jewelry. So I am trying to learn jewelry because, again, where I live, there's always jewelry. There's people that'll price it, obviously, what it's worth, and $50 for a necklace. But knowing, like she's told me, if it's, I think she said stainless or sterling silver, less than $5, buy it. So I have that like nailed into my brain. Yeah. So look for silver, or what I call it, sterling silver, for less than $5. And that's where she said that you're going to make a profit. And today I actually bought my first mystery bin of jewelry.
Oh.
So I bought 2 of them. One I just shipped out to her. So Rachel's going to get one of these bins. I have one of these bins, and we're going to unbox it together. And I am going to learn so much stuff about her. Wow. And like, I'll hold up a piece, and then she'll hold up a piece, and then she'll find one that's worth like $1 million, because that's what she can do. And I'm going to make like $10 back. At least I'm going to learn. And like, coming back to cheap education, it's going to cost me less than $100 between all the jewelry I bought today at that overpriced estate sale. I bought probably, it was like $40 out the door for everything that I got. And then at my local thrift were those the buckets of jewelry. Those were 15 a piece. I think it cost me $10 to mail it to her. So yeah, I mean, at less than $100, and I'm going to learn so much about jewelry.
And you're going to have fun
and
doing
that's where I want to get to. So I'll let you know when that is. That's going to be super fun. She's got to get her bucket first. And I went very slow boat from China because it was heavy. So she'll get it eventually.
That's awesome.
Head over to comments real quick.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. And keeps wanting to peek in. Fun is reselling all you can. Yes. Mystery jewelry. That's it. And I hold it up to her. I did a little video to send to her. I'm like, please tell me there was something good in here. And she's like, you'll learn. That's all she said back to me. I'm like, all right, we're going to get a bucket of junk because I don't know what the heck I just mailed you.
Yeah.
I love jewelry, but there's so much of it that I find it hard to sell. That's what I want to learn from her, like what to go to know that it sells. And that's why when you're reselling so many different things, if I can learn 5 or 10% of the jewelry market just to know what to go for when there's a tray of jewelry, I feel good. Because that's how I feel. Like I'd rather know a little bit about a lot of niches than a lot about one niche.
Yep.
Because I already know a lot about one, like electronics. I put that definitely as my most knowledgeable niche. But I like knowing little bits about a lot of bits.
Yeah.
A little bit about a lot of it.
I love it. Yep.
So, what is your favorite thing about this business?
So, the flexibility to spend it with my daughter, with my doggies, with my family. If my mom ever needs anything, I can help her with whatever she needs, and vice versa. If I need her to watch the baby, she has no problem watching her, and so I can work. And my 2 dogs, like, love them. So it's just the flexibility of just doing whatever I want. But also, knowing in the back of my head, okay, you gotta work every day. You gotta open your business every day, because if not, then you're not gonna make any money, no matter what it is.
And eBay knows it. If you don't list, you don't sell.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many things are in your store. If you're not actively in there, either sending offers or listing similar or posting new stuff, it's like you disappear. So you do have to stay active.
And obviously, the best thing that ever happened while becoming a reseller or deciding to be a reseller is submerging myself into the community, because that's probably the best thing. That it's something that Kristen said, a rural squirrel. I think she said it on today's podcast. It's hard being an extrovert in an introvert world, because being a reseller, you're kind of an introvert because you're always at home focusing on your business and maybe going out to source, but then you're back home.
Right.
So
and you're not socializing when you're sourcing. You're focused.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a little bit of an extrovert. So
just a little.
So I need that one-on-one interaction, that warmth, people. I need that. I love that. And so when she said that, I was just like, wow, it's so true. Because yes. So I'm excited.
You have to just create that community, whether it's meeting up with them or going to those events like you're going to.
Yes,
we were talking before live. I want to get to one of the reseller events. And the one that you guys are going to in North Carolina is a little bit of a hop and jump for me. So there's one coming up in Vegas, the Boss Reseller Mix.
Yes.
So let me know in the chat if anyone's going to that one in Vegas, because that's only a 7-hour drive. But North Carolina would be a little bit of a jump for me.
If you can make it work with, your personal and business, and if it's money-wise, it's smart, then go for it, because you're investing in your future. You can't think about it as an expense. At least I can't think about it as an expense. I have to think about it as I am investing in my future and my business. So this is part of why I want to do it. Why I want to go to the events, not just to meet all these people that I've known, that I've met online, or on YouTube, on Instagram, but also because in person you're learning and you're talking one-on-one, and it's just
that's a whole different
really
environment.
important to me, at least it is.
Yeah, Christy's going to FlipCon. So does FlipCon go to other locations or just to that North Carolina?
And this is the only one. Yeah, this is going to be the second year for FlipCon, and it's just there, North Carolina.
That's it. Yeah, that's on the West Coast. Carla, welcome. So excited to have you. Hopefully there's a few others on here that are new to my channel. Like you said, but that video on Tuesday, I think I gained like over 500 subscribers from that one video. So I'm hoping that grows this live, and then in the end I can meet more people in real life.
It will grow. It will grow little by little. Like you say, consistency. Just keep having more, more moms in here, and keep, lifting each other up, and the word is going to spread, and it's going to be amazing. You'll see. It's a good show. When I first found it, I was like, what? You're literally shouting out moms. You're like lifting them up. You're saying, hey, moms are amazing. Not that dads are not, but
no, it's a team effort for sure. Yeah. But like you said, it's definitely, I feel like reselling is very male dominant. And I know there's more females out there. We're just quiet about it. So
why do you think I said what I told you? I was so impressed that you love electronics. I've never seen or heard or met anybody, especially a woman, who loves electronics as much as you do. It's just amazing.
It's my favorite.
I love that. It's so cool.
So I think we're just quiet about it. We just don't shout it out that that's either what we do or what we love or our side hustle. And so that's why I wanted to do this, was to meet and let other moms know that we can shout it out too. I have a question for you. The number one thing that you mention when you're going in your videos and you're outsourcing is your budget. So I know as moms, it's one of our big responsibilities. And I know for me, I'm in charge of the budget at home, and a lot of moms are, not stereotypically, but I know probably statistically moms are more in charge.
Yeah.
How do you manage that? I know you talk about it very heavily, that you stick to your budget when you're sourcing. How did you come up with said budget? Do you base it on a percentage of sales? Do you base it just on percentage of income? Like, how did you come up with a budget for you?
Yeah, so it's not easy. Trust me. Having a budget, it is not easy, especially when I love this so much, and sourcing the best, most funnest part of the whole part of the business. It is really hard. Whoever says it's not, it is. It's super hard.
Yeah.
So right now,
it's the fun part, but it's the hard part.
Yeah. Chewy is right now, he's our main provider. He's amazing. He takes care of all the bills. And now with the reselling business, when we sell stuff, I try to help with whatever I can. It's not as much as I would like right now, because of course I have some debts that I'm trying to pay off, and hopefully it's going to be paid off soon. So that's what I'm doing. Once that's paid off, we're going to be able to help each other out more with the bills. But putting that aside, every time we get really good sales, I take a few percentages from those sales, and that's my budget. Hi.
If you're going to be here, you got to be quiet.
This is part of it. If my daughter was still awake,
it is. Yeah. Well, with the time zone, it's only 6:30 here, and East Coasters, you guys are getting ready for bed.
Here, dude. I'll give you M&Ms. You want M&Ms?
M&Ms.
Hey, you gotta come with me.
We'll do anything for M&Ms.
Oh my gosh, how cute.
So the percentage of sales, that's kind of roughly what I base it on. Like they say 20%. So if you're making $1,000 in a week, $200 you can put back into the business. And that's kind of the rough estimate that I kind of stick with.
Kind of like that, probably a little less, because I'm not.
Oh yeah, just in general, like percentage of what you made put back into the business.
Yes, and I don't go sourcing every weekend. I at least go sourcing 2 weekends out of the 4 weekends of the month, because of the budget. If I had more budget, more money, then of course I'd go. Like for example, this weekend, there's a rummage sale. 2 hours from here up north, near Jacksonville.
Okay.
And it's rummage sale, and it's one of their biggest rummage sales of the year.
Wow.
And
But
when
2
I
hours.
read that, I wanted to cry because this weekend I cannot go sourcing because on Monday, part of that debt, like that money that I'm saving up, is gonna go for that debt, for that monthly payment. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's so hard.
I don't want to be responsible. Yes.
It's so hard being responsible, but I literally was like, no. I told my mom, I told you, I told dad, I was like, no, but it's okay. I got over it. Obviously,
It was going to be awful. It was
but
going to be the worst sale you'd ever been to. The traffic, the gas, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. But it's okay. And later in the year, there's a couple of big events.
And hopefully closer to home.
Yes, closer to home. So it's okay.
Yes.
But yes, budget is important, but it's not easy, but it's not hard either. It's just challenging.
It is. But then it teaches you to kind of hold back instead of just always being just free willy buying everything because you want to buy it. It pulls you back to realize, is this worth buying? And I think that's big as a reseller anyway.
That's how I figured out that I have to have a budget.
You got an M&M. What are you still doing here? You took the M&Ms over here.
Aww.
Nope.
So that's how I figured out that I needed a budget, because in the beginning, when I started reselling, I was like, okay, I'm getting money. Let's put it back in the business, back in the business, back in the business. And then I was like, wait, but I need money to pay the bills. I don't want you
to put it 100% back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I realized, I was like, okay, I need to stop, focus, budget. And then that's how I started. I was like, okay, I need to be more responsible and not just spend. And
what about getting more creative on getting like free stuff? Do you ever post on free pages or on Nextdoor asking for garage clean outs?
Yes, I do that all the time. I do that on Facebook Marketplace. I do that on Nextdoor. I do that on my personal Facebook. I always say, hey, this is spring cleaning. If you're thinking about donating stuff to Goodwill, please think of me first. I will come get it, no matter how far the drive is. And I did that. One of my friends that I used to work with at Disney, she was cleaning out her garage, and she had a bunch of stuff for me to take home. And yes, yeah. And
that's awesome.
One of those things is actually part of one of the questions that you're going to ask me about what was like my best sale. And we can talk about it now. I can talk about it later.
I can pop up the banner. Let's find it here.
Yeah.
Rearrange some of these.
Sorry,
your
we don't
best
have time.
and worst flip. Nope, you're good.
So this was free, right? And I listed it high because I didn't see a lot of this specifically, and so. But it was free, so I was like, I'm gonna list it high, but I'm not gonna be greedy, and I'll accept the first offer that I get. It's okay. I'll be fine. It was free. Anything, I'll be happy.
Yes.
And so I listed this, and it sold full price on Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
For $130.
Wow. And it was free.
1987 spice rack.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. When that sale happened, I couldn't believe it. I honestly could not believe it. I was just like, oh, that is so good. I just couldn't believe it, because you know how we are stressing with money. So moms stress about money no matter how much you're making.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so that's me. I was like, okay, like we need to keep it coming. Just because I have the money for this doesn't mean that you never know what can happen. Always good to. So when a full asking sale happened, like I was just so thankful, incredibly thankful to
That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got a question here. What is the? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'll pause. Hold on, Evelyn. Hold that thought. Your worst flip or buy.
Yeah, my worst one is when I
They
started
should put me in
flipping.
charge of this whole chat thing because I'm clicking away over here.
Oh, no, it's okay. I love it. I'm having fun. My worst one, I went with my mom to a really huge yard sale. It was like a backyard yard sale. It was beautiful, big pool. Like there was not a single spot that was empty. Everything, everywhere, inventory. And so I thought I knew what the heck I was doing. I didn't. But I picked up I picked up a BlackBerry Curve 8330. And if I would have, let me see if I can show you the picture.
So blackberries hold their value.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, I'll pay $5 and I can probably sell it for 50 or whatever. Now the funny part is I know nothing about this stuff, and all the people that were interested in them, they were asking me, is this unlocked? And I was like, what the heck does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Was it, and Chewy had to figure out for me. And anyway, long story short, because it wasn't unlocked, I sold it for $8.
That's still profit. At least you didn't lose money. I've lost money.
Yeah. Well,
after shipping and everything, like, yeah.
If you think about gas and the box and the tape and like your time, I feel like I lost money.
You probably made 50 cents, but
yeah. But I literally looked up those just now, and if it would have been unlocked, I could have gotten $79.99 or something like.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's the unlocked thing that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't usually do cell phones for that reason.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if it's locked or unlocked. Apple, usually you can just put in the serial number and you can find out, but Blackberries and Blueberries and Samsungs, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, no.
All right, where is your question again? Okay, Avalon here. What's the most you've ever spent on a single item? You can answer first.
Okay. It's a good question. I'm going to say, well, the most recent ones, I'm going to say I bought the baseball glove that just sold. Excuse me. I bought that one and the other one for $30. That's the most I've ever spent for it. Well, no, I also spent $30 for the white TV with the VCR already inserted. That one, I paid $30 for that as well. But I knew what I could get for that TV. But for the gloves, because I wasn't as knowledgeable, a lot of work, I was kind of scared that I was wasting my money. I was my money down the drain. But that's why I called Chewy, and he helped me look up the gloves. And I got a black one and a white one. The black one sold for $25, and then this one sold full price for $90 plus shipping.
Wow.
So I was really happy about that. But I'm not scared of paying up if I know what I'm gonna get for it. But if I have no idea what I'm gonna get for it, it kind of makes me nervous paying up. You know?
For sure. I've got one that I knew was gonna be good. I paid $100 for a water ionizer. Water ionizers are the weirdest thing, and apparently seniors love them because I find them all the time down here. So it's like a blender for your water. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It's super weird. And it ionizes your water. I've heard of like reverse osmosis and okay, it's an ionizer. I paid $100, but it sold for like $1,100.
Oh my god! I would not.
That was probably my single biggest flip.
Was
that ionizer. He ended up complaining that the filters were old, and I think I had to give him back like $50 to buy new filters. I'm like, dude. But yeah, I'm not gonna take the item back over old filters on a used item.
No.
Yeah, those water ionizers, brand new, were over $5,000. So yeah, it's over 1,100, 1,100 and change. That was a big one. And then I buy a lot of bundles. Some are good, some are bad. So dollar-wise, I've spent a couple $100 on big lots of Starbucks mugs.
Okay.
I think I paid like by the time we added them all up, I paid like $4 or $5 each. And it was about $200 worth of international Starbucks mugs.
Okay.
And some of them went for $70 to $100 each. and average was $4 a piece is what I paid for them. So that one, I made over thousands on that lot.
Yeah.
And then I bought Starbucks tumblers, not worth as much. I'm still sitting on probably half of them, and I paid up. I paid like $8 a mug on those, $8 a tumbler. So I'm sitting on a bunch of those. So dollar wise, single item was the ionizer, but lot was probably the Starbucks mugs.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like maybe I won't be as scared to pay up when the business grows a little bit more and I'm getting more sales and more money every month. Maybe I won't be as scared to pay up. Now I'm really cautious.
I take that back. I have a new relationship with this guy locally. Sorry to point. You're not even hearing it pointing. This guy locally who has a house full of very high-end stuff. He's got clothing, he's got shoes, he's got boots, he's got watches, he's got F1 racing models, and then he's got the matching watch that goes with the model. It's probably like $1,000 bundle, and he's got dozens of them around his house. So serious bachelor with a lot of really nice stuff. So I met him through an estate company that I'm friends with. The owner of this estate pays to become friends with them. And she told me about him, that he didn't want to do an estate sale, but he's trying to clear stuff out, but not give it away. So that's where she's like, okay, I have a reseller. So she'll pay more than what you'll get at a garage sale, but not as much as what you're going to get for retail. So through him, I've spent the most that I've ever spent on my business. And the first time I've met with him 3 times now, or 2 times, 2 or 3 times. I've lost track. I think 3 times. And each time I leave, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to spend more than $300, $400. I think I've spent like $700 each time I went. I'm in the profit though. So I'm in the profit. I keep spreadsheets and I'm in the profit. So before I went for lot number 3, I wanted to make sure I'm in the green on lot number 1 and 2 before I touch another lot.
Very good.
So that's where I'm like, the budget side, I want to make sure that I'm not digging in. And I'm probably into the profit now on lot number 3 because the boots, we have it priced kind of like per item, almost like a storefront. So he knows when they're brand new boots, because these are like really nice, like Tacoma, is that a brand of boots? Tony Lomas, and just really expensive stuff.
Speaking of boots, I when I went sourcing, I think it was last weekend. Yeah, I went sourcing. Actually, I paid out for a pair of boots, and I'm kind of scared because he was asking 25, and I know nothing about boots, but I think they're so cute and so cool. I love boots. Yeah. And I know some sell for a lot of money and some don't.
Right. So yeah, so the ones that were brand new, I paid $30. They were brand new, like in their box, no wear on the bottom.
No, this one didn't have the box. It didn't have that much wear, but then after I got home, I saw that it has like a tiny flaw, so that freaked me out. But so I offered 15, and he said 20, and I took it, so I paid 20 for it. I feel that's a lot for me to pay for boots, but I am curious how that's gonna turn out. I haven't listed it yet. I gotta do my research. I want to see if it's worth taking.
What brand were they? Do you remember?
Huh?
Do you remember what brand they were?
No.
Yeah.
They're
boots do really well. Which
ones?
ones?
They looked really nice, and the quality felt good. So that part I was
Google Lens will be your friend. I learned there's a lot of different. So one of the boots that sold was elephant. Apparently it's an elephant print. So those ones sold for almost $200 because they had elephant.
I would be so happy if I get 200 or at least 150 for these.
Yeah. Google Lens should be able to tell you like the type of print, because some of them are like there's lizard, there's snake, there's elephant, there's so many different prints. And usually on the inside of the boot, it should have like a model number almost, but not. What do you call it? Style number. Model number.
Yeah.
The style number should be inside there.
Yeah.
To make it easier. Okay, sorry, I'm behind on comments here. I think outside the box, I'm gonna upcycle a side table that I found on the side of the road by painting it transfers. See how that goes. That's a lot of work. I love people that do flip it because you can find furniture for like dirt cheap and repaint it and put some new little knobbies on it and
If
sell
I
it for
had the
triple.
space and the talent for that, I'd probably do that,
Space,
but I don't.
I probably need talent too. I was saying space and time, but I guess a little talent could help.
Yeah.
Oh, I found a BlackBerry too. Ended up just selling the charger. It wasn't worth as much as I thought. Yeah. They probably just vary. It's with all electronics. One model to the next can vary so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Paying for education is fine as long as we don't pay too much. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I figure if I can learn the entire jewelry niche for $100, I'd call it pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yes, Koko and Chewy go live Sunday nights. Make sure you check that out and subscribe to her channel if you're not already.
Yay!
She's got a whatnot tonight in 30 minutes. So I'll try not to keep you too much longer.
Thanks for reminding me.
By the way,
so much fun, and it's like 10 o'clock, and I'm like,
oh, funny. $80 for Uggs. Yeah, we've had that's again with the estate sales. Some of them will put them at 80 to $100. Like, okay, you guys are crazy.
Yeah.
All right, we got a question from Dubs in the crosswalk. I'm wondering if you've seen unusually low sales in the past few weeks. I have not. I'd say in the last few days, like my Tuesday to Friday was a little slow. But weekend sales, they're still sitting around average. So I haven't noticed too much of a drop. How about you?
It's a little slow, but it's a lot has been happening in our personal life that I haven't listed as much as I want to this week, so I know that has affected the sales. Yeah. But sales did come in anyway, so I am so thankful for that. And we haven't had a day without a sale this week. So, but yeah. I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be a whole day of taking pictures like crazy. Like I have a money pile down there that I need to tackle tomorrow no matter what. I gotta.
I like that you call it the money pile because some people call it a death pile. Like it's not a dime.
I was about to call it the death pile, but I was like, I'm gonna change it and it's gonna be my money pile. So
that's the money pile for sure. Yeah. Summers do slow down. So Doves in the crosswalk, I always expect after school gets out, sourcing slows down for me because I live in a desert and people don't usually do garage sales in 110-degree heat. And then sales do slow down for me. So I think because everyone's on vacation and everyone's just busy with their lives. That's what I figured this week has been. It's kind of the slow down. We only have 4 days of school left here. Oh, Koko, you're in for an awakening when she gets to school age that your whole time frame changes.
Yeah.
When they're in school, it's not a year, January, December. It's a year is August to May.
Yeah.
So now
she's actually
summer break
she's actually gonna start school in August. Only 2 days a week. So I know I'm gonna miss her like crazy, but I know that's gonna help
be
so
amazing.
much with the business.
Yeah, we used to have Lincoln in part-time daycare, and then as I started growing, I'm like, I can't get him at 12. Like, I need to have my afternoon. So, yeah, he's full-time now, and he loves it because the daycare that he's at is amazing, and I love it because I have my whole day to do what I need to do. And even this summer, he doesn't know what summer vacation is, and he won't until he's over 5 in kindergarten. But I'll just have the one home.
I have my mom. She's amazing, and she helps me whenever she can. But I can't expect her to be my 24/7 babysitter. You know, like that's just not gonna happen. So, but it's okay. We'll make it work.
It's good that you have her though, and that gives you those couple days to get stuff done.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we talked about your best and worst flip. What are your best or worst recent finds and flips?
So. Well, I guess
glove. Your white glove will definitely go in that list.
Yes. Oh, I know which one. Okay. Actually, I think I took a screenshot of it. Let me see. Yep, right here. So I found this item. I went with Chrissy to the Avalon, Orlando's largest garage sale, community garage sale. And I found this item for $10. I got so excited because it's an electronic and I love vintage electronics. I know nothing of them, but I know that they sell good.
Look for ones that have wood. If it's got wood around it, does that have wood? The wood ones, like Marantz, and there's a couple other brands that my husband's gonna scream out for a minute.
So I found this for $10, and it sold for $120, and it went international.
Wow, but it's big.
It's really small. It was like this small.
Okay.
I packed the crap out of that thing because it was going to Turkey.
Oh, what are the top brands of the high-end electronics? They're either silver or wood wrapped. Marantz, that's a big one.
There's like Sensu. There's like vintage high-end gear that like if it has like a wood veneer look to it on the outside and it's like all the metal facing and it looks nice and
I know about
that stuff is worth some serious money.
Serious.
If it's heavy, also
and
how heavy it is. If it weighs like a ton, guaranteed it's worth some decent money.
Yeah. I know about those.
Thanks,
Thank you. So it went to Turkey and I packed the crap out of it. And
did you GSP or you actually sent it customs to Turkey?
Customs to Turkey.
Wow.
And well, through eBay.
Yeah. Well, you still fill out the little form that says like what's in it, how much is it worth, and then you Turkey it.
Oh,
I just do GSP where it goes to.
I don't know, but anyway, it went to Turkey, and then it took forever to get there. And then when I get a message from the buyer, I had a bad feeling. I already knew what happened.
I hate when I get that notification. Like, what are they going to complain about?
I hate that so much. And so he's like, and he was so nice about it, so gentle. I don't know. He was like, even though I see that you did an amazing, incredible job packing this up, unfortunately, it cracked. I was so mad. Yeah, he sent me pictures and everything, whatever. And obviously, I gave him the refund. There was no point in sending it back. And now I'm dealing with a claim thing. So that was my worst because it got damaged on the way there. But if not, it would have been one of my favorites because it was electronic vintage.
Yeah. Super bummer. So the GSP goes where you just ship it to, I think it's North Carolina. It's somewhere on the East Coast, and then they send it international.
Isn't there two places? One's Miami and one's somewhere else.
I've only sent it to the North Carolina
one. Okay.
Well, let us know in the chat if there's another one. But if it gets damaged, eBay backs it up. So if there's ever a return and they don't get the item or the item's broken or it doesn't work or whatever, eBay just refunds them.
For some reason, this one wasn't the new international that everything is covered. No, it was the old international eBay thing. So I had to refund them, and then I got to do claims and hopefully get all of it or half of it.
Illinois. We're getting 3 different answers here. I don't think it's Illinois. I know it's on the coast.
Yeah.
So it's further east than Illinois.
Illinois.
I'm really bad at geography, but Kentucky? Okay, we're getting warmer. Okay, who else? We got to get a bingo here. Okay, I think it is Kentucky. Okay, Brett's agreeing with you, happy picker with Kentucky.
Yeah.
One of us has to know. It's going somewhere on the East Coast, and then I never have to worry about it again. So that's all I know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we haven't asked you yet. What is the biggest obstacle you have to overcome as a reseller and a mom?
Balance. Balance. I need to learn that, put a time for baby and then put a time for business. And right now it's right here because I don't know what's going on with her, but all she wants is mommy, 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 mommy. And I'm a first time mom and I'm going to give it to her. I can't be like, go away. I'm not going to do that. So like today, for example, it was just her and myself. And then sometimes dad would help me out. But it was literally her and myself. And I would try to get put stuff on the floor, take pictures. Nope, she would get on the floor, play with that item, and I was just like, forget it. No work today. So I did no work today. Nothing.
Yeah. If they say it's not a working day, it is not a working day.
So balance for me is the most challenging part of being a reseller mom.
So true.
Yeah.
What is your favorite reseller tip that you wish everyone knew?
Oh, to have fun and not to take everything so seriously. You know, because we only live once, and you just gotta have fun with life. Everything that's a lot of stuff is happening right now in the world that not a lot of people are aware of, and we just need to put more positive energy out there. And if we stress over little things like this, it's just not gonna help us. So I wish I knew that from the beginning as well, even before I was a reseller. But always try to like just have fun and be happy. It's okay to be serious sometimes because it's your business and you want to grow your business. But come on, have fun. This is your business. You know, you do what you want.
We are in charge of it. Exactly. Yeah. How do you see your business growing in the future with YouTube, with eBay?
Well, I hope that I'll keep doing a good job and I learn as a reseller and as a YouTuber, and I would love to grow my channel, and I want to earn my subscribers. I don't want to buy them, and I don't want to I want to earn them because I want them to like it and enjoy them so they can keep coming back and keep seeing the videos. So that's what I'm working on.
Just keep going.
What content people
Consistency.
Like, yeah. And then with the reselling, you know, I just got to keep doing research to keep buying the right stuff that sells. But also, I'm not gonna stop buying the things that make me excited, because if it makes me excited, it'll make somebody else excited. You know.
So true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you do for sure.
Yes.
All right, Chris, do you have the final answer? It was Kentucky and it is now Illinois, Chicago.
Thank you, Nutter.
All right, is that the final answer? As long as it's the same rules, where I just have to mail it one place. Maybe it's cheaper now that I don't have to go all the way to the East Coast. Just halfway. Yeah. Progress, not perfection.
I love that, Carla.
100%.
Yes. Yeah.
So one question
and don't compare yourself. I'm sorry. Don't compare yourself to the resellers that are like balling or like the resellers who have like a wad of cash and just go, how much? Okay, here. Why don't you take an extra 100? You know, like don't compare yourself to those, because
I'm getting such a good deal. I'm gonna give you an extra 100. Yeah. That's my favorite.
Don't compare yourself to those. They're amazing and they're awesome, but they're there because they started where we are at right now. You know what I'm saying? So don't compare yourself to anybody else. You're your own amazing person. Yeah.
And that's on both sides, the YouTube and the reselling side. Because there's only one Koko. There's only one, well, there's 1,000,001 Jennifers, but one Jennifer G, and don't be like the others. And I have to remind myself when I'm looking at these other channels, like, oh, I want to do it how Kayla the homeschooling picker's doing it, or I want to do it how Harry Tornado does it, and I like the intro video of this person. And
yes, it's okay to get better, but you want to be better for yourself. Don't be better because you want to be better than the next person, because then that's not going to be good. You know?
No, you can't. It's not a competition. It's about being unique and being you.
Or it shouldn't be a competition.
Right. Because there's enough of everything to go around. There's enough stuff in the thrift stores to go around. There's enough stuff for resellers, enough YouTube world, obviously. So don't be anybody else.
That's something that I have to tell myself in the beginning, because I was going down a rabbit hole and I didn't like it. So that was something that I personally had to work on.
100%. It's probably even a reminder constantly, because you watch these other videos and you're trying not to compare. Oh, they had 50 sales this weekend and I only had 10.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I can do XYZ, but it's not going to get me the 50 sales. I'm not them. I don't live in that area. I don't find that type of stuff. So that's why you need to focus on who you are, where you are, and the stuff that you can find. Like, I love that I live in Southern Arizona and what I can find here. Yep.
Absolutely.
And it gives a better almost like a one up when you really focus and enjoy the area you're in. Like knowing that you're in Florida and the type of stuff you can find in Florida, and then being I'm in Tucson and the type of stuff that I can find down here in Tucson is going to be different than what you're going to find in Sarasota, Florida.
Absolutely.
So it's a blast. Let's see. I sell millions and you can too. Buy my class. It's just $9.99 a month. Definitely enough to go around.
Yes, Lord.
You compete against yourself and get better each day. Yes.
Love it. Yep.
Texas lady, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Yay. So some of my newbies are here. So thank you guys.
That's awesome.
You only need about the other 500 to show up, but they'll get here eventually. Eventually they'll get here.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'll get you almost done here. Last question. Tell us your biggest pet peeve in reselling.
I don't know. What's your pet peeve?
Returns for stupid reasons.
Yeah. Yes. For
example, that one bugs me.
Yeah. Today we got I got another message that I hate getting. I already knew. And it was an item that I sold, and a part was missing from that item, and I can't find it anywhere. So I was just like, just whatever. I give them the refund, and they kept the item. But I hate refunds so much. Returns. I hate them.
Yes. Or the million questions, I end up just ignoring them. So there's this pair of shoes. I have them listed for like $20. We're talking some very basic sandals, nothing amazing about these sandals. And this lady has told me about her uncomfortable feet at least 5 times, telling me how picky they are. And are the bottoms soft or are they smooth like leather? Do they attract dirt? Because she likes to walk around outside. Shocking. Are they true to size? How comfortable are they? Oh my God, I got like 6 messages. And finally, I'm just ignoring her. Like, these are not the shoes for you. You're not going to like
it. When customers ask that many questions, Chewy goes insane. And I tell him, it's okay, babe. I'm going insane too, but I have to. Yeah. Customer service, I'm really good at customer service. So I try to be as professional and polite as I can, but if you cross the line, I'm just going to say, okay, I'm done.
Well, that's where it was. Like the 4th thing telling me about her picky feet going outside and are they smooth or bumpy? I'm like, no, I'm done. Yeah. And chances are 9 times out of 10, when they ask that many questions, they're going to be a pain in the butt when they get it. Because you're going to describe it as comfortable. Like, okay, my foot likes it, but apparently your picky feet don't like it. Yeah. Like, no, stop. Like, people buy shoes to buy shoes. Like, you don't have to ask so many questions. So, yeah, too many questions bugs me. Silly returns. Overpriced sales. Like there was a garage sale today
where the eBay
when the sign was really nice. It was a really pretty sign and it said antiques vintage. Like, okay. So we followed the sign. I get there and it's like an eBay store and it's all ridiculously priced. Like they had a little Mickey statue for $15. They had like comics, dozens and dozens of comics, and they were all priced at ridiculous prices. So like eBay prices at a garage sale. Yeah. That's probably a pet peeve.
Yeah.
Let's see in the comments.
What I learned about those, I don't get mad anymore. What I do is I just get like, okay, well, I'll just keep looking and see if there's anything that is not eBay priced.
Right.
And, one time what I did, the lady was super nice. And we had a conversation and everything. And I said, can I tell you something? And I hope you don't find this insulting or offensive or anything, but this item right here that you have it for the eBay price, can I just show you something? And I showed her. So this is the price that you got, but if you go here and you go here, it's the actual sold items, and this is what it actually sells for. She could not believe it. She was like, oh, what? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Right.
I'm like, it's
the
okay.
First sponsored listing is like 5x.
I just wanted you to know, and it's okay. Now, another day happened with somebody else, but she was rude. She was mean. I was like, oh my, and I turned around and just left.
Right.
So it depends on who is running the sale of that.
And how they're going to take the information. Yep. Yeah. Too many questions on a pair of shoes. Yes. Welcome, Texas lady. Oh, Jenny girl Jenny. Welcome. Texas lady. I think I already said welcome, but welcome again. She needs to buy her shoes in person. So true. Yeah. Do not buy them online if you have this many questions.
Yeah.
Close. So crazy. Yeah. Bye. Yep. Some people. All right, girlfriend. I'm going to let you get to your whatnot because I don't want you to be late to your own show and you got to get it all pretty. And I want to be there because I don't know enough about whatnots. So you're going to be the guinea pig and I'm going to take lots of notes.
I had so much fun here. Thank you so much for inviting me. When you asked me to be a guest, I literally was like, what an honor. It was really cool that I think that I could help in any way or whatever, or like
you give lots and lots of tips. And that's what I love your channel. I love your personality. I love all of it. Everything Koko. So if anyone here is not subscribed to Koko and Chewy, do a search of her name and it's in there, Koko and Chewy, on YouTube, on Instagram. Are you anywhere else or just mainly those two?
I started Facebook as well. I have a Koko and Chewy Facebook, but I'm more active on Instagram and YouTube.
Yes. So make sure you subscribe to her channel and thank you everyone. We got 20 people on here right now and that just brings so much joy because Koko, it wouldn't be that if it wasn't for you. This is episode 11 and that is the best viewership. So I appreciate you being here and helping this grow. And I'm going to start coming up with new questions so I can bring the same guests back on because I want to talk to you some more. And thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thumbs up. Thanks for a great show. Love the pink. Yes. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Great show, ladies.
I love that
thank you.
Too. That helps.
Yes.
It's so fun. That's so
Except
fun.
my ADD, I kept hopping back and forth and
no, you did a great
going off
job.
topic, but
you did a great job.
All right, everybody. Thank you again so much for joining us tonight. Go over to Koko's whatnot here in the next 15 minutes and cheer her on there. I will be seeing you there. I will see everyone else next Friday, same time, new guest. And I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much, Koko.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.